What's up everybody? Welcome back to another Shop Talk Tuesday. So if you're new to this video series, what this is all about is a commentary based type thing where I talk about what's going on with the channel. I talk about what's going on in the comment section of the YouTube videos or Facebook or email, and I answer a few questions, or I talk about what I think needs to be talked about. Plus we'll go into what we have working in the background that's either going to be making it into the YouTube videos or not making it into the YouTube videos. And then we'll go into a viewer's knife section where I'll talk about a viewer's knife. I'll show y'all pictures of it and tell you a little bit about the knife. And then we go into if I have a new tool for the shop, talk about it, where I got it, and how it helps me as a creator. Now, we did get something new in, but I'm still shooting the video for it, so yeah, I might not talk about that in this video, but you will have a video coming up for it by itself, which is pretty cool. It's actually in this little thing right here, not the shipping box, but right below it, that little guy right there. So it's a pretty compact little guy, and it is going to make awesome things happen with the channel. At least I think so. It might not be a big deal to some people, but yeah, we've got that happening. Now, when it comes to the thing that I want to talk about today, for one, I want to talk about this. So this is the other shirt that I had made. So the last one that I did, that one was a large. This one's an extra large, so it's a little bit bigger because I'm hoping that it'll shrink a little bit. But whenever I do the graphic on the chest here, this is as high as it will let me go, because I'm making these and designing these on Canva. I don't know if y'all have used any of that stuff with Canva. I use that to do my thumbnails and different things, and one day I saw that you could actually click and do a t-shirt, so you could pick your logo and all that. So this was the one that I did for this one. And it's just kind of like a sun top thing, but with the knife and the TRE. Super simple on the front. I would like it to go up just a little bit, but whenever I have them made by the local shop that I'm gonna have make them, I think that I'll be able to get them to change it a little bit. It does have the logo on the back, so I didn't go with the same style of logo on the front and the back. I wanted to change it up a little bit. Some of y'all had suggested that, and I really like that idea, so that's what I did with this one. But these right here, plus the blue one that I have, I'm going to be working on getting some of those designed with a local shirt maker, and see what I can do with that. And then maybe I'll go ahead and offer some of them up for grabs, so we have that coming. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was, whenever you're doing something like this, you can have, or like YouTube and things like that, you can have a lot of outside influence on what you do, and you could be going one direction and think that that's the way you're going to stay with what you're doing. Sometimes you want to change it a little bit, but you almost feel like you have to go back into that direction. What I want to say is, do what you want to do. Do what you love. Don't let outside influencers influence the way that you're going to do the things that you like. I just happen to luck out, and I have an amazing audience. So my subscribers, y'all really just want me to do what I do, and y'all are interested in that. I know that a lot of people like me doing the knife videos because they're educational. They're something that, you know, y'all can really get into and just watch the hell out of. But I am going to be adding some other stuff into the channel. Now, is it still going to be the bulk of the channel knife making? 100%. Yeah, it's going to be all kinds of knife making because I've got so many different knives to make, and I absolutely love that. That is a huge part of my life. But I've got a whole other section of my life that y'all don't even get to see. So I have been, and I talked about this in a video a while back, but I've been modifying cars for the last 20 years. So I'll build them, sell them, I'll modify friends' cars, I'll do custom things, but y'all haven't really got to see any of that. You know, I do vinyl wrapping on cars. I've vinyl wrapped my own cars, I've vinyl wrapped friends' cars, trucks, all kinds of different things. I do body work, I do suspension work, I do engine work, I do all kinds of different things to cars, especially my own cars. In the last couple of years, let's just go with the last year and a half, I've had 8 different cars. So between buying, selling, modifying, and then selling, doing all those different things, that is a huge part of my life. It's a huge hobby of mine. I've had in the last year a Genesis Coupe that was a full done-up car, a Subaru Forester that was modified, a couple of Civics, 6.0, a 6-liter truck that I've lifted and did mud tires and redid the whole front and rear end, all kinds of different stuff. And right now, I actually bought something so that I can work on it with the channel. And I'm going to be doing a video this week on it, but it is it's probably not the thing. It's not some old school muscle car. It's not some big V8 car, but it is a small car that absolutely destroys V8 cars. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Whenever we do the video, y'all get to see it. I had the opportunity to buy it, so I did, and I think that it's going to be fun for me to work on in the channel, because there's things that I'm really good at that needs to be done to this, and we are going to be doing all of that stuff and more to that car, and I'm going to dedicate a video or 2 a week to doing that. Of course, all the other videos are going to be dedicated to knife making and things in the shop, but this will get me outside the shop so that y'all can actually see things that I do that aren't just inside the shop. You know, what's up everybody, we're back out in the shop with another blank. That, it kind of gets old if y'all have watched 70, 80, or 100 videos of me saying that. So it's going to be nice for me to be able to be out there and do some things with my friends, and you know, have people come over and work on stuff, and me take my car to other people and have them work on stuff. All those things, we're going to have that. So that's kind of where the channel is going to shift just a little bit, because we're going to be doing knife making and car building. I'll be working on friends' vehicles as well, so there's going to be just other things that aren't just every single day, all knife making all the time, because it is good to have a little bit of a, you know, difference happen in the channel. And so that's what we're going to do with that. Now, with all that being said, what we have working in the background is going to be things like this guy that's over here that I'll be making a video for, the stuff that's in my driveway that I'll be making a video for, plus the knives that we are going to be working on with this ridiculously thick 80 CRV2. So that is some awesome stuff. Again, Corey Scott, thank you for sending that. So we are going to be doing some awesome stuff with those and these ridiculously beautiful handle scales, and that's some of the stuff that we have coming up. I do have a whole bunch of things that are working in the background, which are, y'all seen a lot of this stuff. It was the, you know, the customer knives and stuff like that, but pretty much everything else that I'm working on is gonna be a YouTube video. If y'all remember, I had that EDC scalpel that I made out of the farrier's rasp. I'm gonna be making one of those out of this 80 CRV2. It's of course thicker than that rasp was, so I'm going to do an integrated handle. So there's gonna be no handle scales, but the way that I'm gonna taper it and everything is gonna be pretty cool. So I'm going to do another one of those EDC scalpels. I'm just going to shape it a little bit different, and I'm going to do some real cool bevels and things like that with that stuff. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to try and utilize every bit of that We are going to be using a section of it to forge with, so that'll be happening. I'm not going to do 100% stock removal with that. Most of it's going to be a version of stock removal, but there will be some forging, there'll be some different things. And then of course I've got the leaf spring material that I'm going to be doing some forging as well. And so y'all get to see that stuff. But without further ado, I want to show y'all the viewer's knife. Now, this knife right here, bop. So this is from Lee Westcott. Now we've got a bunch of things for this knife, okay? For one, you might not think it, but this knife was made out of a Nicholson file. A Nicholson file, $4 from a flea market. That's awesome, okay, Lee? Awesome. That's what I like to see. I like to see whenever people find stuff like that and turn it into a thing that looks like this. That's a good job, man. The handles are brown maple burl with red and white G10 liners. Of course, it's liners plus spacers, all of that stuff. That's a lot going on, and I love it. But one of the things that I really like too, he made his own mosaic pins with a 1/4 inch brass tube and 3 1/16 inch copper tubes, or copper rods. What? I need to do this. I need to do that. That's just something I'm gonna do. That is awesomely. So on the spine we got file work. On the blade we got acid etched stone wash. Man, guys, what do y'all think of that? That is an awesome job. Good job, Lee. Whenever I did my first time doing the spacers in my wood handle scales, they lifted up on me because I didn't realize that the glue was going to push them out. So whenever I did the second ones, I was able to make sure and focus on keeping them pushed in and all that. But him and I had talked about that whenever I had that video. He had that problem with this one and ended up making it work and everything. So Lee, awesome job, guys. Y'all tell him what y'all think about that knife. I think he did a great job, but I want to hear what y'all think about his knife. So tell him about it in the comment section. Guys, like I said, in all the other Shop Talk Tuesdays, send me a picture of your knife so that I can go ahead and talk about it on here. If you're a fellow YouTuber, give me your YouTube information so I can give you a shout out. Guys, I don't care if it's your first knife, your 500th knife, or your 1000th knife. I would love to see what it looks like. But guys, because we're not doing a tool section in this one, because again, we'll be doing its own video as opposed to hitting on that just in this one. Guys, that's the end of this one. Thank y'all for coming by. If y'all would, give this video a thumbs up, share this video or a video I've done in the past that might be your favorite. And if you haven't yet, bottom corner, hit that subscribe button so you get notified for all the cool stuff that we have that's coming up, plus the car videos that we're going to be doing. Guys, again, thank y'all for coming by. Thank y'all for spending your time with me. Y'all have an amazing day. I'll catch y'all next time.